Hallo und herzlich willkommen hier zurück zu Return to Monkey Island. Wir sind hier im Museum für Piratenkunde und das ist in dem Haus von der alten Schwertmeisterin.
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Melee.
Kenne ich. Alles krass.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Oh, hier haben wir Cracker.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Cracker. Brauchen wir für irgendeinen Papageien, aber für welchen? Es gibt ja momentan nur den hier und den beim Schlüsselmacherin.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. Tell me again about the note.
It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow...
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Natürlich.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Sehr gut. So, gehen wir hier wieder raus. Ja, ich glaube, hier können wir erstmal nichts machen. Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob wir mal hier reingehen sollten in den Wald. Wir werden uns hier definitiv verlaufen.
A classic specimen of Alata needlius, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Purple flowers. These must be lavender. Or monkshood. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Ja, nee, das können wir erstmal knicken. Okay, also hier ist das Museum, da ist der Ausguck, hier ist die Werft. Da können wir mal gerade Stans hier, Zahnbürste abholen, falls sie noch hier ist.
It's worse than I imagined.
Ja, allerdings.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Kann man denn überhaupt hier irgendwie rein?
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The window's all boarded. Is that an old toothbrush?
Ja, nimm sie. Wo ist sie? Ich will sie nehmen.
It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Nehmen.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Stan used this to clean his ships. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
Ja, ich weiß jetzt nicht, wie ich an diese Zahnbürste komme, ehrlich gesagt. Aber hier rein komme ich nicht. Aber gut, wir haben sie immerhin gesehen. Das ist ja schon mal was. Hier ist ja, glaube ich, auch nichts. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir jetzt erstmal wieder in die Scumbar. Denn da finden wir ja, glaube ich, den Mob, oder?
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Was ist das denn? Den Seiten? Was ist das? Im hinteren Teil der Scumbar ist. Das ist ein Quiz. Die Küche. Ha! Easy! Ja, das ist ja cool. Wer ist denn das hier?
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
So, gucken wir mal nach dem Mob. Soll ich nochmal mit denen reden?
Sure I can't persuade you to back.
Let's pretend.
I completed the 3
Trials?
It's how they used to make their bones in the... Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy.
I'm a founding member and co-director.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of... I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before...
Just so you know, this is the...
Oh. Are you sure I can't?
Yes.
Okay. Gucken wir mal, ob wir in die Küche reinkommen.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it,
Das ist irgendwie ein Sidekick auf Harry Potter mit den Zauberstäben.
your tool.
Kenn's jetzt nicht so gut,
And a
aber
ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the
jetzt ernsthaft zur
handles
Prüfung
of
bestehen, um einen Mob
wood.
zu
Carve
bauen.
your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must...
Okay, es ist auf jeden Fall Harry Potter, oder?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Ach Gott, ist das dumm. Hier war die Planke.
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Schnur kann man immer gebrauchen. Holzmöwe.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Ja, was seinen Mob nehmen. Tja. Müsste sich ernsthaft einen eigenen Mob bauen, oder?
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars.
Müssen wir bestimmt hier draußen wieder irgendwas machen.
Pleasantly scorching hot.
Warte mal, was?
It's hopeless. It's hopeless. especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Hier steht wirklich Mob herstellen. Also müssen wir wirklich diesen Baum finden. Gut, dann gehen wir jetzt einen Baum finden. Was sollen wir denn machen? Aber ich überlege gerade, eigentlich sind ja nur im Wald diese Bäume, oder? In den Wald kommen wir hier. Aber wir haben halt, hier haben wir jetzt noch nicht wirklich, haben wir irgendwas, was so rechts und links sagt? Nee, ne? Wahrscheinlich sind wir jetzt wieder draußen.
I'm hopelessly lost without him.
Ah, shit. Also wir haben hier keine Guidance. Wo kann man das hier wieder wegschmeißen? Ich will keinen Hinweis. Ja.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Kann ich dem Cracker geben?
It doesn't seem interested. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Okay, wir haben jetzt neue gegen alte eingetauscht. Not bad.
I've got enough to last me. It already looks well fed. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Ja, ich glaube, hier können wir erstmal nichts mehr machen. Auf jeden Fall ein paar Cracker eingetauscht, warum auch immer.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk. Also, the wind.
I got my golden key. But then...
Was machen wir jetzt? Aber das wollte ich ja, dass wir endlich verhängen. Und jetzt hängen wir. Hier, Quizkarte. Ich hab eine Quizkarte. Unterhalb der Klippe auf Monkey Island ist Schmerz, nur Schmerz. Ein Wurmloch in ein anderes Spiel, ein Gummibaum, Lava. Unterhalb der Klippe. Auf Monkey Island. Welche Klippe meinen die? Man ist da runtergegangen und da war da das Paddel. Gummibaum? Nein. Lava? Nein. Also entweder A oder B. Ich sag jetzt einfach mal B. Na, war klar. Was heißt das jetzt? Kann ich das nie wieder richtig machen? Karte ist weg. Ist ja blöd. Da war es vielleicht Schmerz, wahrscheinlich.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
I'm gonna find the secret.
Good for you.
Ich hatte gerade gelegt auch so eine Karte, aber...
What's that you're drinking?
Large get.
I'm gonna find.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Hey, wieso ist der jetzt auf einmal hier?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Waiter, I can't. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Fancy.
Hey, was passiert hier? Jetzt muss ich ihm irgendein Essen bringen, oder was?
Sure, I can't persuade you to.
Yes.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Geht der jetzt mal aus der Küche raus, vielleicht?
Oh, you look like.
Worse. Marlin is...
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Und hier machen wir mal einen Cut und sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder hier bei Monkey Island. A Return to Monkey Island. Ciao, Leute.